Hello and welcome to Festool TV. My name is Frank. Now let's continue with the kitchen worktop jointing system. More precisely with the APS 900-2. The 2 is important because we changed something on the template. Now we're going to look at the application where the template can be best used. I've decided to put the joint in this position. This crosspiece will be fitted later for the kitchen worktop joint. There is something else to consider. I can join worktops measuring 600 or 650 or 900 millimeters using this template. I can use the attachment system for these 3 standard worktops with their defined depths. How does it work? Let's take one of the 3 bolts. I'll put the first bolt into the holes. Now I have the front stop point. There are 2 numbers here, 600 and 650. I'll select the corresponding hole for the correct depth of my worktop. This gives me 3 stop points. Now I can fix the template to the kitchen worktop. If I'm making the joint on this side, there is something I need to watch out for. The cutter's direction of rotation. When the cutter is mounted in the router, it rotates clockwise. When I start, the whole edge cuts into this side of the worktop. This means I don't have any splinters. I'm rotating the template to carry out the milling groove on the other side. When the cutter rotates clockwise, you can see that it now pulls out material from the edge. Of course, this is a big mistake. In this case, it is imperative to rotate the whole worktop and then work it from this side. That is the only thing I have to be careful of in this case. This means that there won't be any damage to this joint when I put it together with the counterpart. If I'm working with a 900 mm worktop, this is how I'll proceed. I'll insert my pins here, 1, 2, 3. Now I'm moving the template forward until the rail at the back is level with the edge. I'll now secure the rail with my clamp. There is a small marking on the front section. It shows me where the distance for the 900 mm worktops is. It's very easy to do. I'll loosen these 2 screws. I'm moving the template forward up to the 900 marking. In this case, I've got to route in 2 stages. Logically, I'll start at the back first. First, I'll route about a third. Then I'll move the template along. The pins give me guidance. Then I'll move the template up to the 900 marking and secure it with my clamps. Then I'll be able to route the rest. So that's the theory. In practice, of course, I've got to take care to cut the milling groove cleanly, so that's even. But let's start with the 600 mm milling groove. To do that, I'm putting the pin back in the 600 hole. I'm moving the template forward until it reaches the worktop. I'll put the clamps at the front. The rail is securely mounted. Now I can screw them in place. This is how we create a unit at the back with the template and the rails. I'm using the OF 2200 router. A 30 mm copying ring with a 14 mm groove cutter is already fitted. I'm using a dust extraction system with the large 36mm suction hose. Everything is already connected. When I start routing shortly, I'll start by using the deepest setting on the front section. Afterwards, the cutter will go completely down. Then I'll route 3 or 4mm to trim the front edge. This means I get a sharp edge. After that, I'll lift up the router and move it back. I'll groove here too. So I'm deliberately not going to move the router from the other side in, but I'll insert it into the material instead. That's the point of doing that. It's very simple. Chips won't be ejected backwards through this channel. Most are diverted into the extraction system. I'll only remove the small partition right at the end when I carry out the precision routing. Then my work will be finished. Now I'll put on my protective glasses and ear protection. Let's get started. I'll show you a little edge that I've deliberately left here. This means that the chips don't pass through here and are extracted instead. Now I'll carry out the second milling groove a little deeper. This can be set very easily with the turret stop. Now I'll carry out the precision routing. I'm following this edge with the copying ring and I'll route the whole length. The first milling groove is complete. You can see there's a good, sharp edge. Next up is the cross piece. I'll finish the counterpart in the next step. I'll show you how to do that next.